Hello everyone. So in this video today I'm going to show you yet another animation that you can create on Procreate Dreams, and it's super simple. We are not going to import any files from Procreate or from anywhere else. We'll just use the draw and paint option in Procreate Dreams and create something which is boho kind of art, and we'll animate that. So let's get into Procreate Dreams, and I'm going to create a new screen. Now here we have a lot of options. You can pick any one that you like. I'm going to go with this because in case if I need to post it on Instagram as a reel, I can do that. So with that, you will see my handle and go follow me on Instagram for more such updates. Okay, so I'm going to get into the draw and paint mode, and this is the interface that we get. You can directly start drawing over here if you want, because we have those frames formed inside the tracks over here, right? These are the frames and you can just add more frames here. So if you want to continue, you can keep on doing that like that. So this is also possible, and when you play this you will get a 3 or 4 frame animation like that. But yes, let's undo this. We'll be working in draw and paint mode, and we'll open the flipbook. Now here I am going to choose some colors and make some blobs of them. Any color that you want, any kind of brush that you want. I want something which is bigger. Let's go with a airbrush. I'll go with a hard brush. Right now, this is the screen that you see. Everything outside this rectangular shape will not be visible in your final animation. So keep that in mind while you're creating your shapes. Any random shape that you want to create, you can do that with any kind of brush that you want to work with, like that. Now the second frame will be with a different color. I'll take something which is yellowish, maybe something over here. Then go to the next frame, go with a tone of blue, I will say, and maybe just a triangular shape like that. And I want a shade of green also, so let's pick this one, and maybe a tiny circle here. So it could be any kind of shapes or any color that you want to use. Just go ahead with that. So I have 4 colors over here. I'm keeping this corner blank for now. Let's see. Done. Now here you will see we have 4 different frames with 4 different shapes and colors. Now I want all of them to be on a different track. Now I want the blue one to be on the top because I want that to be above your green thing. Then the pink one will be below, and yellow will be below the pink. It can go anywhere because it is not coming in. Okay, it's coming in contact with, I think, the blue one, so it will go be above the blue like that. So now when you keep your cursor at 0, you will see all your shapes like that. And I want to see all of these shapes. Okay, I want the pink color to overlap green here, so this will go above the green track, so that, because that has some interesting shape, the wiggly thing, so that'll be fun to animate with. Also the yellow I want to be little bit outside like that. A little overlapping with the blue. So this is the composition I want to create or I like. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill the duration for each track so that I see all these shapes throughout the animation. Right? So when you see, you will see the shapes throughout the animation. I'm not creating something which is more than 5 seconds. Right now, I'm going to individually animate each of them. I just want them to, wobble and move a little bit, being at their own place. So I'll be using the perform button. It says ready over here. And like the yellow one is the first selection. So let's start with that. When you click on any of these 4 dots, you will get a little curve over here. So with this curve, you can actually move it. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'll click on the perform button. The cursor is at 0. Let's give it a little movement here. When you play, you will see there's a little movement for that shape, and let's just zoom in and you will see another track has been created with the action that we did. When you click any of these, you will see that we have rotated that, and by what degree it has been rotated. You will see that number. You can change it from here if you want to. Also, when you click on it, I want to set easing to linear. And when you play, you will see the movement is a little more smooth. Okay, I'm going to do the same for all the other 3 layers of these shapes. Now here I just want it to beat. Okay, then for the pink one, it's wiggly, right? So what I want here is I'll go to the action and I'll go to distort, and just by holding this and just wiggling it out like that. And for the green one, it's just a circle. So just holding this side and it's going to again beat like this, and it is done. So each and every layer here will get a track showing the movement that we have created for the layer, and you will see that there is a little movement for each and every shape. And now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to ease out the movement for all of them. Set all easing to linear. I want this to be in and out because it is in a loop. And this one will be again linear. This I already did. And this one is also going to be linear. Now let's play. You will see a little smoothness in the movement of the shapes. Now I want all of them to be on one track so that I don't get confused with it. So I'm just going to click on the timeline edit and I'm going to select all of them and I'm going to group them. So now everything is on one group. Sorry, that's on one group. Just bring it on like that, right? And when you open this group, you will have all your individual tracks with their timelines and all the actions that we did. So you can modify them if you want to again here also. And after that, I'll create another set of more shapes. So I'll go to draw and paint. And now I want the background white. No, I'll take some a different color over here. So maybe a light pink is good. Okay. So that is what I want for the background because I'm going to use white color here. So the background is good. And getting inside draw and paint mode, I'm going to take a white color here. White color or a very light shade of blue, anything. Again, remember to stay inside the box. Whatever animation or actions you're creating, it should stay inside this box, the screen. Anything which is coming in the background, is not going to be visible in your final animation. I'll change the brush. We have so many brushes here in Procreate. So I'm going to start, work with some random brush which I never used or like rarely used. So I'll go with this one. And with the flipbook option, I'll start to create some path with this color and this brush. Something like that. And I believe this is not more than 1 second. It's less than 1 second. Oh, it is a little above 1 second. So it's okay. When you play, see, this is how it is going to move. Now, there is one thing I want to show here is when you click on this timeline edit and you select all of them, and then if you want to, increase the size of or the time of one single frame because it is a very small, tiny fraction of second, what we can do is I want all of them to be a little more than this one frame. Let's say one of these frames should take a space of 2 frames. So what I want here is I use the timeline edit. I selected all of them. I'm going to click on one of the sides and with just press anywhere on the screen with a different finger and then you can just drag it. You will see the size of all these frames will be increased. Now it is something around 3 seconds. Let's play and check. So you'll see the speed of this also is a little bit slower because it is staying in the frame for a little longer time. It's taking space for 2 frames. There it is. Now I'm getting back to the draw and paint mode. I am not going to create another track. I'll work on these frames itself like this. Going to change the color. Take something brighter. I'll take orange. And for the brush, I'll go with the chalk brush. Now in the same frame, I want this line to follow because we extended the frame to 2 frames. That's why we have 2 screens over here. All right. That's fine. This is going below. You will see it is again created on the second one by itself. Okay. So let's click on done and let's again play and check. And there you go. Now here, after this, we have like 2 more seconds. What I want here to be is this yellow color is kind of forming like a dot. And getting bigger. Then it will start getting smaller. It's kind of like a firework I want to show here. And tiny dot. And then you just have these tiny sparkles coming out of it. And then spreading. So let's see how this will look like. So 4 fingers. And then you have a play button here, starting it from the very beginning. Let's play. Okay, that's good. You can actually add more keyframes in between here, right? So that it fills the duration, but we can do this thing. Like the last 4 or 5 or 6, I'm going to make it take the space of 2 frames. And that's good. So let's play and check. Little slower, but this is good. Okay, I like that speed. Now, I'm going to create another track above this. I'm going to create a shape of a side face over here, and that is going to start from that sparkle or something like that after the sparkling ends. So, what I'm going to do here is I'll go to draw and paint again, get into the flipbook, and I want to take a black color here. Not black, something like yellowish color. The final animation will have black color, but just to create the reference line, I'm using yellow. Oh, so with the monoline brush again, this is going to be the face. Like that. So now, okay, I'll go with this only. I'll start from the top and it is going to take the shape of the face. So let's get back to the timeline and now let this be filling the duration. And above this, I'm going to create another track. And here will be the animation using flipbook. So now I'm getting into the colors, take the black color, monoline is good. So let's start with the animation. So this is going to be like this. Just keep on drawing on this and I'm going to keep on duplicating this. Let's click on done. And again, it is somewhere less than 2 seconds. But I don't want this to start from the very beginning of the animation. I want the face to start forming once you see the sparkle. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use the timeline edit. I'm going to select all of them and then I'm going to group them so that it is easy for me to move it. And let's pick that up and pick that group up and I'm going to place it at the end around 3 seconds. Let's play. Okay, that is good. Now also I don't want to see that outline in yellow, so you can hide that layer like that. Also, while we have the face forming, I'm going to add another element here. So let's go to draw and paint. Okay, let's go to the yellow thing first. I want the eye to be visible here. So first in draw and paint this particular track, taking the color again, same. I'm going to draw an eye over here with an eyebrow. Here, what I will do is I'll make the eyeball also move. And that's going to be really fun. So let's do that. Click on done. I'm going back to the track above. Let's take this track here. So once the black line starts forming, the face starts taking its place. From that point, I'm going to start drawing the eye. So from this point, I want the eyebrow to start forming. Taking the monoline again. Little by little. Okay, duplicate it. And then the eye will start forming. Here, I want a smooth curve, so I'm just going to add the line. Like that. And then the eyeball. Now, I want the eyeball to be on a different layer because I'll be animating that. Now, for the eyeball, I need another track above this. And we'll go where we have the complete eye, as in the eyelashes starts to form. This point here is going to be the formation of the eyeball. Let's go get inside the draw and paint. And the eyeball will be formed. Like this. And now this is something going to be, I'm going to draw it outside also so that it gets a perfect shape. Why am I doing this? Because I'm going to activate clipping mask over here. Done. So we have the eyeball here and I want to clip it to the track below. Okay, it has been clipped to the eyebrow also, I think. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is let me add a color to the eye. Let's take a white color and I'm going to add it to the eye. See, now it is visible. Now you can see the eyeball. But it has been grouped with only, masked or clipped with only one of the frames, but I want it to be visible for all the frames. That means I need to group the track and the frames on that track below. Let me just add that color first. It's done, no? Okay, click on done. Okay, so let's right. So this will have, click on the timeline edit. I'm going to select only the eyeball, the white portion, and then group them so that the eyebrow is not grouped with the eyeball. Now, if you will see, you can animate the eye and it is going to stay inside the eye. So what we're going to do here is it is going to fill the duration so that it stays with the group and it is clipped with this. Now I'm going to click on the perform. It says ready and I'm going to move the eyeball here. Like that. Let's play and check. And you will see the movement of the eye a little bit. That's good. Okay, hiding the yellow layer. So there's a tiny little tick box in, at the beginning. You just have to untick it so that you will not see that. In your final animation, you can always delete that track if you don't want it. It was just for the guideline. You can just delete that track and it is done. There you go. So this is something fun that you can create. You can pick up any of your line art and animate it here with some different shapes. So I hope you enjoyed this and I hope you're going to try something as simple as this. And if you do share it with me on my Instagram handle. The link is in the description. And you can search me by my handle name, The Left Hand Artist. So this is all for today's video. I'm going to see you again with another fun animation in the next video. So do subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you will be notified as soon as I upload a video. And if you liked it, do click on the like button, leave a comment if you have any queries, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.